Hi everybody, it's Diana. I showed this really cute little pine cone ornament on my blog, and I said, hey, I'll make a video. So here I am making a quick video on how to do it. And what you will need is a styrofoam egg, and I just picked it up at a local craft store. And this is, does it say what size it is? This one is a 13/16 inch by 2. And there were 6 to a package. And I think they had some bigger ones, but this is the size that I grabbed. Anyways, and then you'll also need, I chose the Typeset DSP, and I just cut them into 2-inch strips. It makes it a little easier when you're punching them out. And also this is like the thinner DSP. There's also really pretty musical paper that I think would look adorable in one of the Christmas packs, and I'll put it on the video what the name of it, and that would look cute too. But the Typeset DSP is a specialty DSP. You get more pieces in the pack, so it's thinner. So I found that if I put a few, like there's 3 together, and then punched them, then the paper didn't tear, because sometimes when it was thinner, if I wasn't quick when I punched, it was tearing a little bit on the edge. So if you just put 3 pieces together, it just gives it a little more heft. So you're just going to punch a whole bunch. It's going to depend on what size your ornament is. So this is the Sweetheart punch, and it's actually on sale right now while supplies last. So you want to make sure that you grab that. So this just shows it's just not a Valentine punch. It works great for the pine cone. And you're also going to use a 3/4 inch circle. And you're going to want to have a few of those. So I'm going to do a couple of those. And then I also want to do one, I'm going to do 3 of them, where I want a little circle in front of it. So I don't want to waste this paper. So I'm going to punch with my 1/16 inch a little circle in the center there, of just where the heart was. And then I'm going to go up with my circle and punch it out. And then that way, that circle is in the center. And I will set those aside, the ones with the circles, to use later. So then what you're going to do is you're just going to start to assemble. You're going to work from the bottom of the egg first. So what I did was I put a little hot glue. Be careful, it's hot. Hot glue. So stick that on there. And since this is the thinner DSP, that heat comes through a little faster. So just be careful, you know, when you're doing it. Keep an jar of ice water by if you want to. You can also use like other things like bone folders or things like that, you know, instead of your fingers, just to kind of like press that down. So what this does is it's just going to cover the bottom of the egg so that you don't see the styrofoam. And then all you're going to do is you're just going to start working your way around with the hearts to make it look like the pine cone. So I'm going to put a little glue on my heart. Hang on here. When you punch them together, you get a couple of them stuck together. All right, so I'm going to put some hot glue just on the tops of the heart shape, and then I'm going to come and put it on my egg shape. And I'm coming down just a little bit. Again, just be careful with the hot glue. Then the next one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this with this one. Okay, so you take that other heart top, wiggle that hot glue so it breaks its connection, and then I'm going to stick that on there, and then very carefully tap 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 so you don't burn yourself. You can also use, I just have mine set to low temp for the styrofoam. You can actually get hot glue that's meant for styrofoam, so you can get that as well. I just get the hot glue gun. You can also use like a cold glue. I think it's kind of like an Elmer's, but it's for styrofoam. But I'm too impatient. I like to have it done right away, and I don't want to have to wait for that glue to dry. So now I'm just going to keep going all the way around. And keep going. So then this one will go here, and it doesn't quite match, but you're going to cover it up so it won't matter so much. It's very forgiving. Very forgiving. What did we ever do before we had hot glue guns, Facebook, Google, I mean, all sorts of things. It's just amazing when you think back. Even at my age, how it was different when I grew up, but like our grandparents and stuff, oh my gosh, it's just amazing how things have changed. But okay, so we just keep going, and I'm going to put that on there like that. Okay, so then the next layer, you're just going to keep continuing. But what I did was get these hearts so they're not all stuck together. So then what I did was, I didn't want it to be even, I wanted it to stagger. So then what I would do is I would glue so that it staggers that pointy thing. So then you just do the same thing. Now as it gets to the top, they'll layer a little differently because the egg shape starts to change. So I'm going to put this one here. And then I would just continue all the way around till I get to the top. Once you get to the top, you want to use that one that you punch the hole in. So you have this one that you punch the hole in. There's like 3 of them stacked together. Because I'm not going to finish that because it'll take some time. Well, it doesn't take a lot of time, but just so you don't have to be here watching me with the video. And then what I used was the silver cording right here. You can use thread, you can use whatever, but I kind of like the look of the silver. And I'm not even measuring that. I'm just eyeballing it. So then what you're going to do is you have your 2 little ends with the silver, and then you're going to stick them inside. I'm trying to watch what I'm doing and watch the camera at the same time so I'm not outside of the view. So now take these 3 and I'm going to poke that silver through there, and then I'm just going to knot it like that. So now I have a knot in it. And then you can trim that a little bit. All right, so now you have these little 3 dilly bobs on the end. So what I did, so pretend this is all the way done. So what I did was I just took one of them. Let's see, I just want the one. These guys can stay loose. I just wanted those guys to be loose. But this one is actually going to go on the top of the ornament. So take your hot glue and be very careful. And if you wanted, you could use a bigger circle. This is just the one I grabbed when I was making the ornament. You could use a bigger one if you want. And then that's just going to go on the top of the ornament. Be careful. Push, push, push so it stays. Push, push, push. Just make sure your knot doesn't come out. So that's going to be, on there good. But as you work your way around, so now you would keep building your pine cone. So when you get to the top, you will glue these over top of that circle. Okay, so then your top will have those glued. And then these 2 little loose ones just will be in there like loose-like, and it kind of hides that, hides that circle if you have any, if your glue isn't perfect or whatever. And then what I did was after I got it done, I just tied some of this is the Mossy Meadow, and it's like the cotton, very, very cute, some of our new striped cotton ribbon. So I just glued a piece of that on there. I was also looking, we have the new, which this is the real red and garden green 1/8 inch striped ribbon. And that looks like this. And I thought, oh, that one might look cute too. So I'm going to make a few of them, change the ribbon out. I'm going to even do some of the different designer series paper. A brown would look pretty. You could even add a little glue and some glitter to the edges so your pine cone has a sparkle to it. But it's just very cute. Last year I did some round ones and they were just cute as well. So just have fun with it. And let me see what you do. I would love to see your creations. So I will get this uploaded and put any information that I might have missed in the video along the bottom. If you want to holler at me, you can always go to my blog, and it's right here, www.stampingwithdye.com, and I can help you out, answer any questions that you might have. And I will say happy Thanksgiving. If you're in the States anyways, my fellow Canadians had theirs already, but have a great holiday season, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.